Catch RCN SportsTalk now, anywhere, anytime.
What do you think of the whole concept of the EPC Challenge? You have have the matchups, going in descending order, leading up to the top teams from each division. What do you think of the general concept?
Well, I think with the way they divided the league this year, having 9 teams in each division, and not all of them are going to wrestle each other, that was the reason they came up with this, because like Nazareth didn't wrestle Becca High, Easton didn't wrestle Bethlehem Catholic, so now there was a chance for that to happen. A lot of people in the area aren't too happy about this, but it's something different. We got to give it a try. Having 9 8s and 7s wrestling at 11 o'clock, 6 5 and 4s at 1 o'clock, and then the 3 2 1s at 3. I'm not so sure they're going to get great crowds for the first 2 sessions. Maybe they should have divided it a little bit. Maybe had the 2s with the in the middle, with the 9 and 8s or whatever. But we'll see. It's the first year. We'll see how it goes.
Jack and
Yeah,
Jack?
we should tell our listeners or viewers as at Eastern Area Middle School. So if they want to come out Saturday, that's where it's at. And like I said, Eastern Parkland will be interesting. And
Very good match.
And Liberty will probably be the 3rd team in bracket B, and they'll probably face somebody decent like Northampton. So some of the rivalries will be at least wrestled. At least we'll see them. So overall, they're trying. All you can do, give them E for effort. And as a wrestling fan, I'll be there.
Joe, do you like the divisions?
Well, I see what they're doing, and see, I like the situation where everybody wrestles everybody in the league. I think it can be done, especially in wrestling. I mean, why can't you have a few Saturdays where you got 4 teams and you get 3 dual meets? I mean, they wrestle 3 bouts in a day all the time in wrestling. You could have had, as an example, you could have had Liberty, Freedom, Becca, and Easton on a given Saturday. Liberty wrestles all 3 of them at 3 time periods. Becca wrestles all 3 of them at 3, and you could have everybody could wrestle everybody with just a little bit of inventive kind of scheduling. I think it could have been done. Yes, you're going to have some murders. You're going to have the Beccas go against the Allens. Yeah, that you're going to have some real blowouts. But I think everybody could have wrestled everybody. Now, gives you 15 competitions. And I understand the situation there. Some of these schools want to go to all these tournaments and wrestle this great competition out of the area, and that's good. But you still would have room to do some of that. But I think everybody in the league could have wrestled everybody without just doing a lot of dual meets on 15 dates. That they didn't have to do it that way.
Do you think teams would benefit from that when you have like Becca beating up on a team that's struggling and vice versa? Would that benefit either team?
I don't think that matters. Look, you have a league, and you don't think about that in other sports. I mean, if we don't worry about some of those matchups in a lot of other sports. There's just as bad matchups in almost every sport you can think of.
Is that good for the kids though, to just go up and get beat up and have these enormous scores?
You're going to have a league. Have a league. I really believe that. If you're going to have a league, have a league.